Dheerika Pandey and I'm a writer and a speaker. I started writing at the age of 13 and by 15 I had already published my first book. I've authored 4 books including the titles such as The Flight to Happiness, Lifeosophical, Friends, Best Friends and Rise from the Dark Fall. I didn't have a particular inspiration for writing. As I said, I was 13 and in 8th standard, so I used to read a lot of poetry as part of my curriculum in English, and that's how I got interested in poetry. Like few lines can mean so much. Poetry has a hidden meaning to it, and that's how I started writing poetry, and that's how I started writing, and then I switched to storytelling and eventually published my first book. Unlike most of the writers, I don't directly type my book or story on the laptop. I first write it on the notebook. Like I use a notebook to write my story, and I don't even start with like the complete summary of the story. I just have a theme set in my mind, and that's how I start writing with it. I don't write the start and the end of the story. I just have the theme and develop the story as I write through it. So I name the characters and I put the names of the characters with their unique traits on one sheet of the paper, and then I start writing the other part of the story. And later on I type the story on my laptop, and that's how I also get to go through the whole story and make changes if I want to make any. So that's my writing process. So back then, like when I was, waiting for a publisher to accept my manuscript, I had no contact in the publishing industry, and neither did I know how to contact the publisher. So I simply went on Google, and as a reader, I knew about publishers like Penguin and Shrishti Publishers. So I just sent every publisher my manuscript, and I received a reply, like a quick reply from Partridge Publishers, which is a self-publishing house of Penguin. So that's how I got in touch with them, and I accepted their offer because that was the first one I had received. I didn't think about what package should I choose, or which publisher is the one I should go with. I didn't consider any other option. I went with the first one only, and the experience was pretty much okay. But with every book I've been changing my publishers, and I'm quite satisfied with Authors Inc. and Blue Rose Publishers now. So today my books are doing quite good in the market, and I have a reader base set. But back then with my first book, like in the first month I sold around 50 copies, and half of them were my relatives had bought them. So it was quite disappointing, like I didn't, I started writing because I wanted people to read my work, not because I wanted to earn out of books, because I am not pursuing writing as a career. It's just my hobby and passion. So I really needed to, to go to that audience and set a reader base for myself. And after 4 books, I'm quite satisfied with the sales. And I get random messages from people, emails that they are loving my work and are reading my books. So that's quite overwhelming, and I'm quite happy about it. It's just a great feeling to receive messages that people are loving your work. I was looking for an event management company for my book launch, and I found Jashan Events through Instagram. And I recently launched my 4th book, The Flight to Happiness, last year in September. And my experience with them was quite amazing because they are quite motivating. They think about the writer, like the needs of the writer, what they want, and they treat the book launch of the writer as their own book launch. So it's quite good, and I really wish them all the luck for future and for whatever they want to achieve.